Hello and welcome back to another episode of Uniques of the Settled Systems. I am your host, Outlaw0420, Priest of Azura, and in this series we're after the unique named weapons, armor, and ships that you can find in the game Starfield. And today's unique weapon is Justifier, a unique lawgiver rifle, as well as our first ship for this series, the Star Eagle. To get these two unique items, you will have to have completed all of the Freestar Ranger storyline up to the Hammer Falls. If you want to skip any spoilers, I would put a time code that you can skip to we get promoted to a Freestar Ranger and get all the items that we get. If not, stay along and hear what you have to hear. For this quest, the previous ones, you found the mercenaries that have been wreaking havoc in the Freestar Collective and its farmers. You find out that they are working for Ron Hope, and you're here to confront him about it. Now, there is 3 things that you can do. You can accept a bribe from him and lie to the marshal. You can tell him, just stop what you're doing. Don't do it again. Shame on you. Not take the bribe and lie to the marshal. Or you can kill him. And we'll see what things lead me to today. I also recommend that you should have a slot free to get the Star Eagle ship. You will have to make sure that you do have a 1 slot free. So if you have 10 ships, go sell one so that way you have room for the Star Eagle.
Anything more you need, Deputy? Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news? Of course. What have you learned? Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation against me. I see. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring. I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job. And more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners. Like I said, I give you my word. Besides, the work was just about done. With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
It's at this point that you can take the bribe by hitting here, and then you'll lie to the marshal when you go back to the rock. But I'm not going to take that.
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer? Justice can be complicated, Deputy. Sometimes the cost of exacting justice is greater than the cost of doing nothing. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
And this is where you can forsake the bribe and do nothing. So you won't get the bribe and you won't tell on him, and that's it. And of course the other thing is attack.
Such a shame to see a promising career cut so tragically short.
And just to show that you do have to kill him, I will equip my Nova Blaster and neutralize him that way. I'll actually neutralize everyone and show you that no matter what, you have to kill them, even if you try to do it non-lethally. And even though I did knock them all out, I do have to kill them all. So that is a little bit of the unfortunate side, but it is what it is. And we take out the man himself. He would have pizza. Alright, after you take care of Hope or anything else, the bribe or nothing else, you have to talk to her.
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, was so awful. The first part is true. He always looked out for us, for his employees. No, of course not. But there was more to him than that. He had a genuinely good side, a caring side. And now he's... You killed him. Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now? That would be Elana. Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
Alright, after you talk to her, you head to the rock to talk to the marshal. Alright, now that we've made it to Akila City, this will be your last chance to clear out ships if you happen to have more than... Well, not more than 10, but if you have 10 ships...
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic journeys.
Then this will be your last chance to go to the ship seller and get rid of one of your ships, because we will be getting our free ship right here.
I read an article.
Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Are the mercenaries hiding out there?
Did you see my new list of suspicious individuals?
Damn, you've got guts of steel.
I sure did.
Did you find out why the first was taking over farms?
Great. It's up to us to help.
What? Ron Hope?
Three-star collector.
That's one hell of an accusation, Deputy.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all? That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims. All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this? Sounds like his pride got the best of him. Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Free Star Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal.
If you're joining me back, this is right where they promote you, and we've gone past any of the spoiler parts, so welcome back.
When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger? Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents. I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Way to go!
Staying out of trouble. I hear you.
And there we go. Star Eagle awarded. A full-fledged Freestar Ranger, you have been granted your very own Star Eagle class starship with no registration fee required.
Real busy.
Alright, and there is our rare rifle and unique lawgiver, Justifier. It has the long barrel modification as well as the laser sight, recon scope, muzzle brake, depleted uranium rounds, and the hair trigger. Has a unique skin on there. It isn't any better, it doesn't have any legendary effects on it, but it is still a good weapon to get. And especially if you do the Freestar Rangers quest really quick, it's a nice sniper rifle to have, especially if you put your perks into it. And here's our other prize, the Star Eagle spaceship. Our prize for being a Freestar Ranger. A very modest ship. The reactor is only A. It can carry 5 crew. It has a jump of 21 light years. A shield of 912. It has EMP weapons, which do 2, missiles, which do 190, and lasers that do 12. If you decide to sell it, depending on the perks and things that you have, it can vary, but for me it will sell for 312,311 credits, ending up with a mass of 1,089. Of course, you can always upgrade the ship if you wish, because having an A reactor isn't really that good, so I will probably be upgrading this ship to at least have a C reactor and some better weapons, that's for sure. Alright, and there you have it, ladies and gents. Our unique weapon, the Justifier, and our unique ship, the Star Eagle. If you did enjoy finding uniques in the settled systems and these dosed tones, then hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and do whatever else the YouTube gods demand of you, like leaving a comment and liking the video so other people can see. I do have another 9 episodes of uniques of the settled systems, so I will put a link to the playlist down in the description so you can go and check those out for yourself. And as always, my friends, remember, someone out there appreciates you because I appreciate you. May Azora's glow guide you ever warmly. Bye!